Zap 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 Lightning. Zap Zap Lightning. Lightning.
Hello everybody, it's me, the LEGO Dude, and in today's video I'll be talking about several new LEGO Star Wars 2024 leaks we've gotten over the past few days. This includes several new pictures, some new information, and speculation as well. First up, we have new leaks for the 75389 Darth Millennium Falcon, which will cost $180, have 1,579 pieces, and release on May 1st. The first leak we have for this set is full pictures of the Darth C-3PO minifigure. It's about as good as I would have expected. It's quite similar to the normal C-3PO with some added dark side parts like the red eyes and the black left arm. There's also what seems to be included additional detailing on the legs with black technical wiring prints which look good as well. It also seems like some of the lines on the torso were switched out to be darker colors. One of the legs has silver gray printing to represent C-3PO's silver leg. It would have been preferable to have the silver leg dual molded in such an expensive set, however this is still an adequate thing to see. Something disappointing about this minifigure though is that it seems to have a cream gold color instead of the actual gold color that we know LEGO could make this minifigure look like. We know they have the normal gold color for C-3PO since we've seen it before just in the past few years, but they've switched over to this cream gold color for some inexplicable reason. Overall, it's about as good as I would have originally expected, with the changed dark side parts and red eyes, but otherwise being the same as normal C-3PO. Moving on from that, we now have leaked pictures of what could be one of the best minifigures of the year with Darth Jar Jar, who we finally have actual pictures of after months of waiting. This is an absolutely amazing Darth Jar Jar minifigure. The Gungan headpiece seems to be slightly updated, which is great to see since we now have a more accurate version of the Gungan head. The prints on the head as well are updated, which also helps with making it better. Looking at the torso now, the printing is absolutely phenomenal. Although it's hard to completely tell what's going on here, it seems that the prints are supposed to represent two layers of armor. There's the lower full black armor layer and then the outer gray layer, which thinking about it might just be a jacket, which would be strange to see in a dark side character but makes sense with the premise of the show that this minifigure is based off. Since this is a Rebuild the Galaxy show, it makes sense that they would rearrange a lot of things to be completely ridiculous and wacky. I'm hoping that this minifigure will have a cape that we just haven't been shown yet, but as of now it seems unlikely that it'll have one. Unfortunately, it seems that this minifigure doesn't have either leg or arm printing, so it looks quite bare bones. The bare bonesness, which is a completely real word, don't look that up, could be partially fixed with a cape, but like I said earlier, it's unlikely that we see a cape here. Overall, this is a great minifigure. It being so bare bones is disappointing, but that's far outweighed by how awesome it is to get Darth Jar Jar in LEGO form after 25 years of fans pitching the half serious, half hilarious theory that Darth Jar Jar was helping to orchestrate the Clone Wars alongside Palpatine. One other thing worth mentioning is that Darth Jar Jar unfortunately doesn't have red eyes, which would have just been the cherry on top here for this minifigure. Next up, we have pictures of a minifigure from the upcoming Onyx Cinder spaceship, whose release was pushed back multiple times when the Skeleton Crew TV show was delayed repeatedly. The Onyx Cinder will cost $130, be numbered 75374, have 1,325 pieces, and will presumably release later this year. Looking at the minifigure now, it's supposed to be one of the main protagonists of the show and seems to be of the Ortolan species, which is the same species Max Reebo of the Max Reebo band in Return of the Jedi is from. Apparently, this character's name is supposed to be Neel, but that is not 100% confirmed yet. The head of this minifigure has an interesting mold, however it looks quite ridiculous and not in a good way. Not just ridiculous, if I really think about it, then this minifigure falls into buildable Chewbacca levels of being creepy. The eye's proportion in comparison to the head may be a partial cause of this, however something about the eyes as a whole is quite unsettling, and definitely adds on to the uncanny series of characters and sets LEGO seem to be putting together. I would call this LEGO Star Wars' version of the Avengers except in creepy, uncanny style. The torso print looks decent, but until we get pictures of the actual character it's based off, we don't know if it's accurate or not, so we can't give it points or take away points for that. Overall, it's a solid enough minifigure, but it's also quite creepy, so I wouldn't say that it's particularly good or bad. With the Skeleton Crew TV show not scheduled to release until the end of 2024, I doubt we'll be able to make a full conclusion on it for a while. Moving on from that, we now have speculation on what the 75392 Mystery Creature build set will be. It'll cost $100, have 1,186 pieces, and release on August 1st. The only other confirmed information about it is that it'll include a 25th anniversary Child Leia minifigure based off the Kenobi TV show from 2022. It's disappointing to have a generic minifigure take up a 25th anniversary spot, however that's not what we're here to discuss. Although this set is labeled as an unknown creature build, I think that it's a possibility that it could also be a droid we just haven't seen yet, which is why I think that it could possibly be the Pip droid that first appeared in the new Acolyte TV show on Disney+. It was previously an unknown droid that we just didn't know about, so unless we see any other new creatures by the end of the Acolyte show, it doesn't make sense for this to be any other unknown creature. It is possible that this set was supposed to be based off the Skeleton Crew TV TV show, however I find that unlikely. My top prediction for this set is still that it'll be a buildable Max Reebo, however these new possibilities should always be looked at and speculated on when they appear. Speaking about the Acolyte show now though, I'm about 99% sure that the Jedi Vector Starfighter that first appeared in episode 1 of that show will make its way into LEGO form either this summer or next year. It has the type of profile that LEGO love to do in $30 to $50 playsets, and with its first time appearance on screen, I doubt that LEGO wouldn't take advantage of that. Moving on to some channel announcements now, I've restarted work on the Fast Facts series and we'll have some new episodes out soon. I'll have more updates on once they're ready to upload. The next announcement I have is that I'm only 300 watch hours off the 4,000 watch hour mark I need to hit to become monetized, so I want to say thanks to everyone who's contributed to my channel thus far. It would also be great if you could help out on this final stretch to finally reach that 4,000 watch hour mark. Alright everyone, that is everything for today's video. Tell me your thoughts on these new leaks and speculation in the comment section down below. Are you excited for Darth Jar Jar? What do you think of the creepy Ortolan minifigure? What do you think the unknown creature build will be? And one last thing before you leave, please remember to hit the subscribe button, ring the notifications bell, and leave a like on the video. Bye!